Hello, Sagittarius. This is going to be your reading for the month of December. I hope you're doing amazing. If you're new, hello, my name is Amber. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're returning, thank you for being here and lending your energy to the channel. It really helps me with the readings. I love you. You know I do. So, if you find something here that you can use for December, please hit that like button, Sagittarius. If you know someone who can heal or needs this information, please share. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. The subscription button is in the box below, where you know where it is. And if you need a private reading, the link's also in the description box below, or you can go to liveswithansync.com and you can find me there. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, and I also do daily pulls. So under the community tab, they'll be there, and I do have an Instagram page. I post them to Instagram too. Okay? So, Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, Universal Energy, what do you have for Sagittarius? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the month of December. Ooh, you have the Magician in the Mirror, 5 and 3, which is 8. You have Strategy, 2 and 1, which is 3. And Adjacent Possibilities, 2 and 4, which is 6. Sagittarius, you're moving on from something. Okay? I mean, it's very clear. You're moving on from somebody. I feel like you're looking at yourself and how you resonate with the situation that you're in, and realizing that there's a problem, and you need to be able to express. Sorry, I'm putting music on. I feel like I need to explain that to you. Okay. So I feel like there's a problem there, and now it's time for you to speak your mind and make some moves. So I feel like it really took something out of you to really look at this situation, okay? Because what I'm seeing is, it's so funny, when I was shuffling, I saw you in a train. And you know how in the old movies where the train pulls off and you're looking out the window at what you're leaving behind? It's kind of like that. So now you're learning how, like, either splitting up from someone or leaving something behind and becoming single, or an individual, focusing on your individual wants and needs. And now you're looking at another possibility in your life. Like, where else can I find success? Where else is success in my life if not here? Okay? Alright, Sagittarius. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, what do you have for Sagittarius? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or know from now until the end of December? Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Emperor. The Tower. Some of you are packing a bag and leaving someone. 7 of Cups. Four of Wands. The Temperance. The Emperor. The Empress. The Hierophant. Ten of Wands. and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. Sagittarius, I feel like this has been a good, you've put a good amount of time into this situation. And I feel like you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move forward towards something that makes you happy or gives you joy. Okay? Some of you may be pregnant, or you're going to find out that you're pregnant after you leave. Or this could be the reason why you leave, because you want a better situation for your child. Okay? But I feel like you have a joy, whether this be a child or just needing to find happiness, and you need to leave a situation to do that. Okay? What's interesting is that let me tell you something really quick. So I never really like focus on which cards I pull out. And I was going to say the Tower should be somewhere on this table because I felt it and it was there. So I just thought that was funny. But anyway, I feel like you're now taking control of your situation. Okay? It's like you're realizing that you're in charge. This person is not in charge. How they react to you is not what's in charge. You're in charge. You know what I mean? And because you're now in charge, or you're starting to see things differently, you're starting to, I feel like I said in the card that I pulled, it's like you're looking in the mirror at yourself and what you're creating. And you're realizing that it's time for you to take control of your happiness. Okay? I feel like there was a lot of focus on being in a relationship or being in a marriage or something secure with this individual, or finding happiness with this individual. But you're realizing that your patience is running thin in this situation, or you've been extremely patient in trying to balance this situation and noticing that the balance is off and you're the one doing all of the nurturing. Or like I said, you may have found out that you're pregnant and now you have to focus on someone else or something else. Okay? But I feel like it's more about you taking care of yourself, whether this is because you're housing something like you're pregnant, or because you're just taking care of yourself. Okay? So it's like the foundations that you have built with this person, or think that you had with this person, feels like an illusion to you. Like what you thought you had here is not really what you had. It's almost like, it feels almost like an epiphany to me. Either this person is very controlling over you, and you're starting to realize that that's not what you want, okay? Or it's like they did something or showed you something, and you're like, wait, this isn't what I want, right? And it's kind of like after the illusion of, you know, how you meet someone and you love them, everything they do is perfect. It's like that part started to dwindle away and you started to see what was really there. And now you're deciding if this is what you really want, if this is how you want to continue forward. It may be also that the person that you're dealing with has a lot of choices. They may have their hand in a lot of cups, a lot of other relationships, a lot of other things. And you're realizing that you're important, or your child is important, and you've been patient long enough. And it's like the patience that was holding the tower up, all the work that you were putting in that was holding this up, as soon as you let a hand down, half of it started to fall down. You know, like it started to fall. And you're starting to see that there's a need to like let it fall at this point. Yeah, your patience is what was holding this together. You were the glue in this situation, Sagittarius. I feel like now that you're realizing your other possibilities of what it is that you truly want in relationships, this person thought that you would be like their foundation, but they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. It's kind of like they may have had other people around or other people that were entertaining. It doesn't even have to be in a relationship, but it's almost like they were entertaining something else. And once you took control of that and wouldn't allow that to manifest or be a part of things anymore, they were like, oh my God, my foundations are falling. My sense of stability is leaving me. And now I feel like they figure that out and want to try to nurture you. But you've already gotten strong enough to realize that you're what's holding this together, okay? You're tired of being the one carrying all the burdens, and you're actually looking for success, Sagittarius. You know what it is that you're looking for. You want a relationship, but you want a real relationship, not just one to say that you're in a relationship. You're trying to build real foundations with someone. And I just feel like you're looking at this differently. You're looking at this differently. It's almost like you're walking past opportunities for love to find real love, if that makes any sense. I feel like someone said, mm-hmm, and they said, mm-hmm. So, it's like there was this opportunity for something here. But now that I feel like spiritually things have changed. You've gotten smarter. And you're moving past this hope of love or opportunity for love and actually looking for where you can really set some, or, plant some seeds. Because whatever it is that you were trying to build here has just been too much. It's been too much of a burden and you're ready for it to end. It's like you're strong enough now to move forward from this. And I do not feel like they're happy about it. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely someone that was influential to you, Sagittarius. They were. But now you're taking control of the situation. Yeah, it's like you're realizing that there's no direction here, no real direction. Or that a person is all about themselves and not about you. And now you're going to do the same. Okay? And where you have been kind of politely letting it pass, you're not doing that anymore. So the Tower comes in when you start standing up for yourself. You start standing up for yourself because you know your worth and where you want to find victory at. Yeah, I was talking about victory earlier. You were trying to find victory in trying to hold this up, this situation, this relationship. Hoping that it's almost like you were hoping you could support the foundation to build a good relationship on, but then when you realized that you were holding it and no one was there to support you or lend a hand, you let it go and it fell. Okay, so let's talk about the Seven of Cups. This is what's interesting. I feel like this person said that they were going to work with you. I feel like they said that they were going to do what they were supposed to do, that they had changed, that they were a better person, a new person. They knew what they wanted, but they still had their hand in the cookie jar. Okay? It's like they were living in their own illusion, pretending to work with you and pretending to change. Yeah, but they didn't really make the effort. And I feel like you're starting to see that, Sagittarius. Yeah. So, I feel like all of this information is coming to you now. Now that your mind is open and you're starting to move forward or do things differently, it's like you went on some sort of spiritual journey, or you're starting to go on some sort of spiritual journey where you're opening yourself up, right? And I feel like where you didn't want to see things or something you didn't want to talk about, that whole facade is just falling away. And now you have no choice but to see what is happening here. It's like your weak points are being highlighted. The weak points in this relationship are being highlighted. And you have no choice but to look at them. And that is spirit all day, every day. Okay? It's the universe, it's spirit, it's your spirit guides telling you that it's time to release that burden. And you should have listened to your intuition when you had the chance. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Wands. You see, I feel like usually when these things happen, somebody will rush in to try to fix the situation and put a band-aid on it. This says all day to me, put a band-aid on it. So it's not really fixed, it's not really resolved. There was a band-aid, but for some reason, I'm seeing like trying to put a band-aid on a water pipe and it's just busting out and all the water is everywhere. That's where it is right now, okay? So it's time to realize that the happiness that you once thought you had is not going to support who you are now as a person, who you are becoming. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The thing is, you can believe that it's gonna change. You can believe that they're gonna change. You can believe that something new is going to come in. You can be really excited about it. But it's like, it's you creating this idea. And I feel like they're like, but I'm going to change. But I'm going to change. You know what I mean? It seems like every time they try to start something new or do something different to show you something, it's just their way of like, here's a good example. It's like if you ask them to go fix something. Like, the faucet is broken. I need you to go in there and fix it. And then they'll go in there and be like, I fixed it. And they just put like tape around it, but it's not really fixing it. I feel like that's how they handle things. Okay? It's like they're doing stuff bare minimum. Because it's like, it's almost making you feel like you're not important, because you wouldn't do it that way. You would go all out and actually fix it. You would do these things, but it's like they're not doing things the way that you would do them, and it doesn't feel like they love you as much or equally. And this is not what you want. This is not making you happy. So it's interesting. It's not like they're a bad person. They're just not the person for you. You know what I mean? They may be a bad person, but it just looks like they don't think they're a bad person. You know? So we have the Temperance and the Five of Cups. You were being very patient on this relationship. You knew exactly what it is that you were looking for in relationships. You knew what you wanted. You know how you want things to go. And you were being patient, thinking that it would slowly progress into this. But then you were like, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting what I want. I'm really sad about how this is going, and it's time for me to make a choice. It's time for me to look at my other possibilities, the others, something else. Yeah, you're back to wanting a future again. Okay, so you may have a friend of the family or someone you think of as family that you're asking about this situation. You're telling them about all the things you do. It's like you're expressing yourself and you need for someone to give you some real friendly advice, like some real advice, okay? About your future. What are they saying? Yeah, they're saying that whatever it is right in this section, you're going to find out that, or from this person, or your conclusion is going to be that you're not moving towards forever. You're not moving towards a stable relationship, and it's not really balanced. And you're either going to want to get a divorce or split up from this person. Okay? Strength card. I do feel like they're going to try to come in and put a band-aid on it. I keep seeing it. I saw it again. Yeah. Yeah, and whatever it is, the conversation that you have with someone or when you have time to think about it, you're very confident about what it is that you're doing, which is going to be to break up with this person and heal from their energy. It's almost like, yeah, you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You know what you want. You want a real relationship. You can't get that off of your mind. That's all that you want. That's all that you know. Yeah, you're going to try to break through the illusion because I feel like they're going to try to get you back as much as they can. Okay? They're going to say what it is they need to say or do what they need to do to try to get you back, but you just see it as a band-aid. You don't see it as them really trying to fix it. I almost don't think that they know how, to be completely honest. But it's almost like you see that they've always done this. It's like, oh my God, they've always done this. They've always been this way. I've just been so in love that I didn't see it. So, yeah, you've been carrying a lot of burdens and you're moving away from that. You're trying to find out where your happiness is again. It's like you don't feel confident. You don't feel excited about telling people you're with this person. You know what I mean? And you're facing that. You're facing the fact that you're just not happy with this person. It's like, I really try and I can't be down on myself. I'm just not happy here. So you're making a decision to find your happiness. Some of you may make a decision to go to a third party. Okay? Just move on. Yeah, you're totally leaving this behind. Finding your own happiness and leaving it behind. It's like you're done. Yep, look at that. The world card. You're done. You are done. But they are not. Because I don't see that. I never once in these cards see them accepting it. So, yeah. We're going to go into your oracle cards. Ooh, my toesies are cold. Alright, Sagittarius. We're going to go into your oracle cards. I wanted to see what time it was. I'm trying to get done with all of these general reads for the first half. It's pretty much the first half of December. So I can work on personals because I got a lot of them coming up and I want to get started early. Alright, Spirit, what do you have for Sagittarius? Now to the end of December. What would you like for them to know? What kind of messages do you have for Sagittarius? Self-respect, Respect yourself. You're the best judge of what's right. Divine guidance. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Alright, Sagittarius. This is definitely a time for you to think about yourself, okay? Because I feel like the person that you're with or everyone else is thinking of their self, and it's just time for you to love yourself, okay? There are things in your life that you need to cleanse out, okay? I feel like there's a need to hold on to things because you feel, it's not that you don't feel like no one will love you, but it's almost like I have a lot of quirks, so I have a lot of things, and when I find somebody that's really into me or that may fit, I try to hold on to that person, okay? And it's like Spirit is trying to tell you to cleanse yourself of that idea and realize that you're worthy of all the things that you want, okay? You don't have to settle. That's the word. Thank you. You don't have to settle, right? You are special, and I feel like what you want is going to come to you. I feel like this is a good time to look for signs and synchronicities. A lot of even things, even numbers, even animals, like two of something. You know what I mean? Like a lot of even things. Yeah, things being even or things being symmetrical. Looking for your other half, your other part. So I feel like there is love out there for you. For a lot of you, it's about finding true love within yourself first and then finding love. And I feel a lot of pushback energy from that. Like, oh, I love myself. It's not about thinking that you're attractive. It's not about loving the things that you have in your life. It's really about loving yourself and being okay by yourself. And you can tell this when you put another person in your life that's not good for you and you make excuses for them, okay? That is piggybacking off of a self-esteem issue, okay? I'm just relaying messages. That's what they're saying to me, okay? Okay. So it feels like the deception in the relationship was more about a person not doing what they were supposed to be doing, but you seeing them as trying or making excuses for them or trying to make the situation better when really that wasn't what was happening here. Don't let pride get in the way of you releasing something that's not good for you. Don't let pride get in the way of you finding what's really for you. And it's like, it's not for you to be angry with this person or hate them. It's just, it's like, well, they're just not for me. I mean, that's it. And then move on, okay? There's no blame. There's no need to set a blame here. Release them, cut the cords. They're saying cut the cords, okay, from this situation. Because you need to be able to see it clearly. But I feel like that's what this epiphany moment is that you're having, is that you are starting to see things clearly. You are getting that energy. So I feel like you're on the right path. You just have to keep going. Okay? So thank you for listening, Sagittarius. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below. I love you so much.